Right, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Kodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is the so-called black man. According to the King James Version of Bible, giving double honors to my spiritual fathers of Great Millstone, the elder apostles, the prophets of Great Millstone, who taught me all I know for the spirit and purpose of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Saluting all the brothers, the sisters, the elect, man. Scattered to the four corners that are of the elect. Right, I'm in Brixton for this Sunday. You know, I'm thinking about switching around. I might do Sunday in Brixton every other week, you know. Depending on the spirit, but that's what I'm feeling. But anyway, I'm out here, right, doing the work. And right, so we're the prophets, you know. What I've noticed is a lot of people, they don't understand why we the prophets are out here, man. Right? They don't understand the purpose of us, the prophets, why we're out here, our job, what we're supposed to be doing. Right? And that's the prophecy. Let me get that. That's to foretell the times that are ahead. Right, let me get it. Hold on. Salakia.
Excuse me. What is that you're showing?
Say what? This is about, we're prophesying, we're speaking about what's coming. Like the end of the so-called white man and the coming of our time, our kingdom, the so-called black man's time, and the native indigenous man of America, our time, to rule on planet Earth.
Okay.
So this world or this age has to fall, and then up comes our time. The Christians will tell you that when the end comes, everybody dies, life ends on earth, good people go to heaven, bad people burn in hell. That's not true. What's going to happen is a change of leadership from one people to another. That's according to the truth of the Bible. If you allow me to prove it.
Because I passed you, and the picture flashed in my head. I said, wow, hold on, I better go back and see what's happening.
Yeah. It's important information. You don't mind? No. Thank you. Because it's edifying for our people. You know, it's for us. You know? So I'm gonna read it.
It
says,
we don't get education.
Right.
Because I knew something went right, but nobody was saying anything.
No one was saying that.
Because I wouldn't, for some reason, I wouldn't go to them.
That's the spirit. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Even my mom tried to send me. I'm not going. I'll find some cola, burn some ganja.
Well, you're not supposed to be doing that.
I know, but
you can't be doing that, bro.
To calm me down.
Yeah.
Because mom, you know, mom.
It's trying to force you to go off in the pagan church. Yeah. To worship the white Jesus. Well, let's read it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac.
Hold on. What chapter?
2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra.
Which is out of this Apocrypha, the King James Version.
Okay.
It's originally part of the original King James Bible. And it said, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau, this is the point, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So Esau is who? The rednecks, the red man,
Yes.
the red devil,
Yes.
the serpent,
Just say
right?
it.
The so-called white man.
Yes.
So the end of the world is him, and we are the beginning of it that follows.
Yes, it is true what you're saying. Because a lot of the white man, I see them looking at me like to say something's not right. You get me?
Yeah.
It's them showing themselves
Yeah.
because they know that time is near.
They know you're born in their
Right.
place, you know. If you notice, a lot of more white people watch us more than our own. Because
Yes.
when you're on top, you're always on the lookout to see who's coming up and try and take you out of power. So they're watching ever more so, and more so us. Then you'd think, why would they be watching us? Because that's the last person you'd watch. You know, a nigga in the ghetto with his pants sagging. Why would you watch someone like that? Because they know we're special. They know who we are, the elites of them, like the Rothschilds. They know who they enslaved. They know who their progenitors enslaved.
Well, I don't think it's a race thing. It's more like a social. Because you and me right now we're the same, right?
Well, in terms of like working class,
Like, yeah, the way they look at us.
well, what country from them on the
Spain.
Spain. Well, Spain, you might actually be one of us if you know the history of Spain and the Portuguese. They actually descended from what you would call the Moors.
The more.
The Moors.
So not from the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, you might actually descend from one of us. You might, if your forefathers is one of us, so-called black man, you could be one of us. Because you know about the Moors, they were blacks that inhabited Spain.
Let me see your eyes.
You know about that?
Arabic.
Huh?
You're talking about the Arabic southern part
No,
of
you talk about the Moreno.
yeah, like northern Africa.
Yeah, Northern Africa, but he also inhabited Europe as well. If you know anything about the Dark Ages.
Yeah. When the Muslims were over
They
there.
were Muslim blacks. They were our people that was into Islam. So we was popping a lot of those white women because we conquered, you know, the Roman Empire. That's what's called the Holy Roman Empire. Because Israelites, the holy people, were in power throughout that whole period from the 1400s. It's deep. So that's where a lot of the Italians come from. The Sicilians. You have dark-skinned Portuguese people, Spanish. So you might be one of us. Because I don't know any. But I know a lot of them people descend from us. Okay? But if you are a descendant of Esau, Edom, you know about Jacob and Esau?
Yeah.
You heard about Jacob and Esau?
The mother.
The mother was Rebecca. The father was Isaac. You don't know. You know about the Bible?
I know the whole story. I didn't read the Bible.
Right? Well, when you study the Bible, there's two main characters called Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, the brothers.
Thank you.
And then the one kills the other.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's something,
yeah.
something like that, basically. And what happened is the progenitor of the white race, or the Caucasian race,
Yeah.
descends from Esau.
Esau.
Yeah.
So no tribe from Israel.
Yeah, he's going into slavery. If you descend from Esau, you're going to be a slave unto our people in the world to come. In the kingdom to come, in the world and leadership to come, so-called white people, Caucasians, you have to pay for what you do.
So you think it's all about races and religion and descending.
When I say this, let me get this right real quick. This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15, right? 3 verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And God, or the Most High, requireth that which is past. So the Lord requires the past, meaning there has to be an atonement for what's been done. So what white people have done, yeah, there has to be a balance. Thank you. That's perfect. There has to be a balance for what's been done. There has to be a reparation, or there has to be an atonement for the blood that's been shed. There's been a lot of bloodshed so-called white people have shed on earth, and there has to be a payment. There has to be.
No wonder the kids are mad and don't know why.
But paying blood with blood, maybe it is not the way. Because I think
Let's find out. Because in the Bible,
the way is to show them you're above them, isn't it? You're greater than them.
say that again, sorry.
What I think is you have to show with you have to make them with your acting, and doing the same they did brings you down as they.
Oh yeah.
So if you show them, okay, I'm above that shit you did.
Yeah.
I forgive you, isn't it? You're teaching them. You're giving a slap in the face without hand. You know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about. Like you're setting an example by
Eye by eye.
not stooping to their level. Yeah, well, not really, because if I stab your eye and you stab my eye, you still have one eye left.
Yeah, well.
I know what you mean. But this is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. Now listen here. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, right? For blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Hear that? Yeah. So the one that shed the blood, his blood must be shed to cleanse the land. There has to be a balance. This is why the world is in the upheaval it's in right now, because there's been a lot of injustice. And it's got to the point where it's spiritual. The world is crying out for justice. The trees, the oceans, the animals is crying out for an atonement, for a balance, for a judgment by the one that destroyed everything. Who destroyed everything?
The greed.
Huh?
The greed. The what?
The greed.
Yeah.
All of that. But let's Salaki, if you don't mind. Right. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. How is the Most High's wrath going to come? Through this, right? Fire and brimstone. And the time of the dead, that they should be judged. The dead is talking about all the other nations, which I can prove. And that thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants the prophets, which is us standing out here in the streets, right? And to the saints, which are our people, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Who destroyed the earth? Who pours chemtrails in the air? Like the chemtrails, you see the chemtrails, right? The heart program, which the elites of the so-called white man, they can manipulate the weather. They can manipulate the weather, the clouds. They can make earthquakes happen. They can manipulate the weather. They pour oil into the seas, destroying the wildlife. They're wiping out all kinds of species of creatures. Who destroyed the earth?
Yeah.
Who's destroying the earth? Who's cutting down the trees, the natural habitations of the animals? Who's calling lands after his own name? Just the other day, I just found out that Zimbabwe and Zambia was named after a British colonizer called Cecil Rhodes. Cecil Rhodes. So that area there, Zimbabwe and Zambia, is called Rhodesia, after him. So this man changes everything. He names lands after his own name. This guy should destroy them that destroyed the earth. This is devil.
deep.
What Caucasian? The Caucasian.
Because
Caucasian. White Caucasian.
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 Well, we taught that Israel was a man, or Jacob, because his name got changed to Israel. So he had 12 sons. So you see 12 tribes.
And the father is the Caucasian. Because I didn't see
Israel,
White Caucasian.
in fact, because so you can understand. This is Genesis, Salakia. Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. I'm going to get to the point. And the Lord was entreated for him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. She was barren. She could now produce children. She could have become pregnant. And the children struggled together within her. Right? So we're going to get to this point. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. I mean, she went to a prophet. A prophet would tell her why she's having all these issues. Because back then, you didn't have a doctor. You went to like a shaman, a spiritual man, a prophet. So this is what the prophet said to her. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Right? And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger. The firstborn son will serve the one that comes after, right? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. This is the point now, verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Came out red all over. So who referred to themselves as rednecks?
Devil.
The devil, right? Right, because they always point the devil as being red. But so whose blood shows forth through their skin when they are born? Because I'm just laying facts. Please don't be offended. When a Caucasian child is born, when they're crying or they get angry or they get punched in the face or whatnot, what color does their skin go? Red. So that's what it says. What? It says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Why? Because back then you could dye ram skins red. That's in Exodus 25 verse 5. There was dyeing. You could dye like a ram skin. You could kill like a ram and take the skin off and dye it red. So that first child came out red all over, just like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. The word Esau means wasted away. Ishur means wasted away. Why? Because his melanin, he didn't have no melanin. And after that came his brother out. Right? His brother came out. And his hand took hold on Esau's heel. Like that's what he said, the Achilles heel, right? Dragging him down from power. His brother came out afterwards holding his heel. It's like, get down here, like, you know. So that's symbolic. And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare him, meaning he was 60 years old. Isaac was 60 years old, 60 years old when Rebekah bore those 2 sons. Remember, they were struggling together in her womb. So there was a fight. Showing you that so-called white people and so-called black people, there will always be that struggle, the enmity between us. Slavery, going all the way back to the Babylonian Empire when they burnt the temple during the time when the Babylonians came and desecrated that land.
But you know it was the same black people who giving their people to the whites, isn't it? For slavery.
Say that again, sir?
You know was the black people selling their black people to the whites for slavery. So it was black people giving up black people.
Because that's the curses. Because when you go to our people, when you go to the history of our nation, if you see Why?
And white people also we had slaves. They were white, like Greece and Romans. You know, if you
Slavery was a big thing. Yeah, of course,
yeah,
of course.
and it wasn't always black and white, black and white. It was white, black.
That's true. That's true.
Black, white.
That's
Maybe
true.
I don't know.
But we're talking about this people. The greatest Holocaust on earth was us. And that goes unrecognized. It goes unrecognized. People recognize the Ish people, the Jew